Is it working? It should be working. Can you hear me? Do you understand me? Facial reflection. The human is conscious. Let's start. Human, you are in our spacecraft. Don't worry, we will not hurt you. We want to ask you few questions and we will let you go. Don't worry, you are not outside of your planet. I know, you cannot move. We have strained you. All 5 of your limbs. Try to relax. We are going to ask you few questions. You are not going to remember this conversation after we are done. Crystal base. Can we commence the test? Okay. Is this your first mission? Yes? Oh. This is my 3rd. Don't worry. Our first human escaped because of me. Now, all we need to do is keep the human relaxed. Now, once the human escapes with the memory, and we don't want that. We want the human to erase the memory. Leave no traces, that's what the boss says. Right. Since we are here and we have some questions for you, would you mind answering a few of them? Obviously, you will not remember answering any questions to us, and you will not remember our conversation. We are going to tell you a lot of things. Covering the brain. We are covering your brain. This stimulates relaxation, and so you can relax a little bit once you answer. First question we want to ask you is that Why do you think humans differ from other species on your planet? Crystal base, are you paying attention? The last subject we questioned did not respond to our questions. That is how we know that the species other than human are not able to communicate with other species other than themselves. The intellectual levels are very different. So, human, do you have an answer? No. Okay. Commence the scalp cone. Don't worry, human. We aren't going to hurt you. Crystal base. This is how you remove humans' hairs. This tool, if you have paid attention in your training course, gently removes the hairs from its follicles, from the scalp, so that we could thoroughly analyze the brain without leaving significant evidence of our existence. Don't worry, human. We will put it back to where it belongs. Our technology have long been created like so. Removing from the back. All the hairs that is removed will be kept safely in this box. Take care of this, Crystal. Now, commencing the brain analysis with the nanobots. Oh, I know what you mean by nanobots. Nanobots. Humans have nanobots. That's what they call it. Unfortunately, it is not a real nanobox. The nanobots that we have are very small indeed. Smaller than anything that you can imagine. It can go into the human skin pores, as human pores are very big. Commencing on the ears. These nanobots' purpose is to extract memories, sounds from your brain onto them. Back of your brain. It should take a while. You can rest, relax. Nanobots take about 10 minutes human time. While we are waiting, would you like to answer some questions? Good. How do humans multiply? That is the first question on my mind. My first mission on Earth was about 1,000 Earth years away. Before, in Earth calendar, it must have been 1006. The day and age were completely different back then. Our samples have differed over time, and now I can see humans have evolved faster than our species have evolved. It is very interesting for me. And the most important part is, how do they multiply? It seems as if the female species carry the youngsters in their belly for 9 months before they deliver them. It seems to me it is thought as natural. For us, it's not natural. Us, we are created one by one from a same species, not through physical contact, none whatsoever. I guess I know the answer to how humans multiply. 1,000 years ago, humans were not as secretive. Human organs are normal, just as same as the normal mammals. Human ears are less sensitive than any other mammal I have seen. Tell me, human, what do you know about us? What is the talk in town? Are there new discoveries? Oh. That was not us. We specifically look for research. Our purpose is only for research, not for destruction. No. Our purpose is documentation. Is much more important than big weapons or walls. Intellectual power. Do you have any other news for us? What has the humans created to make us look like? My last human encounter was about 50 years ago. They correctly specified one of the other galaxies, intellectual beings, aliens in your language, green colored. Are they tall? That's what 50 years ago the aliens were thought on Earth. We differ. I am from different region. I believe Earth is one of the few planets in the universe that is not in the galaxy medium or galaxy treaty. I'm sure it's going to change very soon. Before it changes, we wanted to know a few things about our ally or our enemy. Humans tend to have a lot of hair everywhere. I do not see the difference between human and any other mammal, to be honest. One more question, human. Why do you have emotions? I believe humans have extensive, intense, emotional reaction to different things, to things that are unknown to our species. We do not understand the minute things cause emotional reaction for a human. Yes, it causes them to cry. That's what the humans call it. The water from the eye? Yes, crystal. Well, they cry when they're sad or happy. It is very peculiar. I think it has something to do with its brain. We will soon be sure of it. Thousands of years of research got me nowhere. I am pressing down with my sponge. Technology that will scrape off some of the surface areas on your skin and it will sample them for the contacts and some discharges from your skin. We are interested in that too. How many more minutes? My colleague came to the water world, under the sea, I think. She looked at one of the fish species. They call it dolphins here. They seem to have a very good usage of brain. Dolphins are admired on Earth. Crystal. time to take out the nanobots from your scalp. It wasn't painful at all, was it? Just a few questions and some nanobots. All of your memories will be kept. Just going to take away the last few minutes that you saw and heard us. Would not remember anything. We will not leave any bots. In fact, we are right outside of your house. So relax. I'm going to sleep soon. Don't worry. One last time. Very easy to do. I am checking with my device to find any more nanobots in your brain. No. Good. Do you want your hair back? That's no problem. Crystal, you may observe how I am using this tool. For you are going to go on the next journey by yourself. You may guide your students. Like so. The motion here is very gentle. We do not want to miss any hair follicle. The other reason why we have to be very gentle is that humans are scared, afraid. However, I find this human oddly relaxed. How peculiar. I guess humans are more acceptable these days. few more hairs, then we're done. I wonder very much how the infant human's brain operate. No, we are not allowed to take infant humans who are not past puberty. Puberty is a time for humans when they become older. No hair. Alright, human. You can rest now. Let me take off the head cap from you. You will not remember our encounter. Thank you for participating for our research. Our planet thanks you for your dedication. For another record in our library. And I hope your species will flourish.